back to Mindfully Spiritual. Here I do collective readings or readings for the collective Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I appreciate your coming back to join us. So today, let's see what Spirit has going for us today. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Ooh, I like that. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. It's beautiful. It's like a little child angel almost. And we have valiant courage. Okay, we got some new stuff going here today. So let's see. Uncovering treasure. Valiant courage. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Okay, take action with passion. Okay, that's great. So uncovering treasure. Sometimes we find that there is under something that seems bad or doesn't seem positive, we can find something worthy, right? So let me think of a good example. Uncovering treasure. So I have a great idea. So when you're watching somebody do an oracle reading, right? There's a certain level of information coming through directly. Underneath that layer is whatever your intuition decides is for you. So the reader, I am just putting all this out here. There's that. And then if you look beneath that, there's a huge treasure, because here's this information. Only some of it really is for you, right? So you can get that information when it's underneath that. Or sometimes somebody will give us some feedback that doesn't feel really good. But underneath that, we can find the treasure, what is so important that we need to know. Joy and delight is where we co-create. Anything that brings us joy, I mean, truly, that's what we're here to experience on earth. We experience a lot of other things too, but we are here to experience joy. And if you open your heart to joy, you can find joy in all kinds of places. And that is also going to create some motion for you, because often when we're in joy, we express it and we offer it to other people, right? It's a little contagious. And if you are working with your joy and moving forward, you can have courage. Take courage and use your inspiration to power yourself, to move yourself through whatever it is that's coming up. Let's see what else. Let's see what else Spirit has for us today. Let's shuffle one more time. One more time, please. Thank you. Okay. So, unconscious is Hanged Man. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. King of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. Death. Justice. 7 of Cups. The World. 7 of Pentacles. And 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So let's see. Can you give me one for the 9 of Swords? Whoop! Thank you. Is 6 of Wands. Okay. And I'd also like one for the 10 of Swords, please. Ten of Swords, please. Please. 10 of Swords. There we go. 7 of Wands. King of Wands. Four of Pentacles. And we would like okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. So it looks to me like the challenge is that you are beginning a new journey. You are needing to find a new viewpoint, a different, that's what the Hanged Man is. You'll need to see something different or see it from a different perspective, because like he hangs upside down, right? So, and you are looking at things through the Nine of Swords, which is like super obsessive analysis, and you are going to be bringing that to fruition if you continue to focus on that. So the more you focus on what you don't want or your fears, the more you will, I mean, that's what manifestation is. Whatever we focus on, give energy to, that's what appears in our world. So you do not want to be giving any more energy to your overthinking. Put the thought down. The issue right now is a betrayal, or maybe, yeah. I'm going to say that the issue at the moment is that you have been working so hard that you really have to surrender the thoughts that aren't working, because you are moving in the direction that you want to go. You need to be patient. You need to stand your ground. And standing your ground involves focusing on what's going on around you so that you're in that moment, right? And, excuse me, be clear that you are staying true to yourself and your own decisions. Don't listen to anybody else who tells you otherwise. You are going to follow your path, and you are going to, I mean, you understand that you can bring these out. It looks to me like you do have a big, bold vision that you would like to bring forward. There may be some concerns there. So I would say that you are finding, maybe you've got a little imposter syndrome. Maybe you are concerned that you don't have everything that you need, but you do. And again, remember to see things from a different perspective, right? You have a good foundation for what you want to do. The issue is that, again, you may be a little protective of your heart, and the heart is where we get the most information regarding where we want to go. And you have a good foundation financially, resources in terms of what you bring with yourself. Recently, you've allowed yourself to let go of whatever these beliefs were, whatever you were not surrendering to, you have surrendered to, and you have been able to transform through that. Okay, so it looks like you have gotten rid of some of those thoughts. Nice work. And let's see, you will find that there will be a balance, there will be justice. That really requires you working from a place of your own values. Are your actions following your values? That is another clue to this joy and delight, because we are most joyful when we're in alignment with our own values. And the balancing act is, again, I think there may be people around you telling you what you should or could do, but it's really important that you get your own perspective on this, and that you follow your own perspective. And as you do that, you are seeing that you have a huge amount of choices. It's a little confusing, not sure where to go, what thing to choose. This is asking you to choose carefully because you are heading in the right direction. You just need to be able to connect again with your source and uncover the treasure that you're looking for. So it might be beneath something. So take a look at these choices and see what treasure gleams for you. The environment that you're in there is a closing of a cycle. So there's an end to this cycle, and you're moving in exactly divine timing. All of this is moving as it's supposed to. You want to be patient. You want to take a look at what you've worked on that does work, and if you need to adapt or adjust in any way to create more abundance, then that's the suggestion. It is to stand tall in your own beliefs, to co-create with the universe, and to be aware of what abundance are you receiving, and the things that some of the seeds you've planted are showing fruition. So make sure that you are persevering, continuing to do the hard work, and you will find that there'll be a collaboration, and that your work is so central to what Spirit wants to bring forward. So the work that you're doing is going to be seen by other people. So that may be why you need your valiant courage. And you want to remember that whatever you're creating is going to serve you and the higher good, the highest good of all. And that there'll be some sharing involved in that. Some sharing, and also might be sharing resources, might be sharing information, but you will have others on this path with you. Okay, let's see what obstacles and blocks Spirit advises us about. Okay, let's see, Spirit. Please let us know what obstacles and blocks we should be aware of. The world. 3 of Cups and the Star. Okay. You don't have control over the timing. So that's part of the issue, is that you have to remember that you can only take the steps that are in front of you, and that things will happen as they're meant to happen. So you don't have to push it all to make it work. You just don't have control over how the timing of all of this. Also, I'm not sure, it looks to me like you might not have found your community yet, or you might not be aware of the community, or you might not have chosen a community yet. But it looks like that's a piece of this, is that you are needing to find your community of like-minded people. And Spirit is saying that you have to trust and understand that everything is working for you. Might not look exactly the way you wanted it, but try to remember that with some hope and faith, that as you keep moving, trusting in your own passionate expression, this is going to be healing. You may still have a little bit of healing left to do, which might also be a block. For right now, I'm going to say that it's important that you trust yourself and your higher power. What actions and advice do you suggest, Spirit? 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So the advice is, excuse me, the advice is, we talked about up here, you may have a little bit of healing to do. And it looks to me like some childhood beliefs about money and relationships, money and success or self-worth. So yeah, it looks like you've got some childhood old beliefs that aren't serving you, and Spirit is suggesting that you address those now as you move forward, because your abundance is coming. We want to make sure that you're prepared and have cleared space for it. You have some foundation with your resources, but you maybe have been stingy with them, or you may believe that if you believe in lack, like there's only so much abundance, then you believe that if one person has, then that means somebody else has to not have. But we can all have enough. So there's some stinginess you want to probably address, and I'm seeing that it comes from childhood. So you have some inner child healing to do. Just a heads up from Spirit. Healing is part of that spiritual growth. That's how we move forward. That's how we grow, right? So these are messages from your higher self. 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. Lordy. Okay. Spirit is saying, don't be confused. Focus on the abundance you have, not the lack. Focus not on the spilled cups, but on the cups that you have that are full. Because you have some confusion around the thoughts that keep you in confusion. So there's confusion because you're carrying some old thoughts and beliefs that are encouraging you to look at loss instead of abundance. And particularly with this 5 of Swords, I want to say that perhaps you're thinking, like I talked up here, left you feeling a little stingy. You may feel that you can maybe get away with something by you might feel like you can get away with not learning these lessons. Not gonna happen. It's super, super important for you to understand the lesson that you have learned some things about money and about relationships, and either abundance or lack thereof. Those, you have a lot of thoughts that still needed to be cleared out. You are not being true to what is real and now. You're being more true to the thoughts that you had before. So when those thoughts are not serving you, you definitely want to hit the road with that. I like this because it's giving you an idea of what specifically Spirit thinks you might want to work on right now, which is some of those old beliefs and thoughts, some inner child healing, and it's connected with community as well. Okay. All right, peeps, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming. If you like this, please think about liking, sharing, or subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you next time.